Good morning YouTube, welcome to another video. Before we start, if you enjoy this video, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe. I think the button's there. I think it's there. Anyway, to this video, and I'm going to be talking through how I lost 10 kilos without any cardio, and hopefully you find it useful. I'm going to take you through a training session, take through my food for today, and talk about how I would change my food and what I'm doing dependent on what you want to achieve. So if you want to lose 10 kilos or you want to lose some body weight, body fat as well, change your body composition, then pay attention. So as you can see, start my day with a coffee, start my day with, that is oats. It might not look like oats, but it's oats with a protein pudding on top, a biscuit and some blueberries as well. So what I would always do, here is my first tip, is start your day with a good breakfast. I don't particularly like intermittent fasting, not for me. So I make sure that I'm having some form of protein, I make sure I'm having a good carb source because I train in the mornings, and some form of fruit as well. And I just like having a coffee. So yeah, that's how I would start my day. If at the moment I'm not cutting down, so I'm not trying to lose, but my body weight stabilized, it's pretty close to what it was when we did the photo shoot. So my suggestion is, if you're looking to cut down, is decrease the amount of oats that you'll be having, and decrease the amount of fats and sweet things. So I'd look to maybe have half biscuit or not a biscuit at all. I would have the protein pudding, or I would have whey, and I would have it with less oats than I'm having there. So right there is 100 grams of oats. I'd possibly be looking at having 80 grams if I was cutting down to help it fit with my calories and my macros. But reason for having high carbs this morning and protein is because we are off to train. So this is my pre-workout meal. So yeah.
Two hours later.
So tip number one, stick to your normal meals. You can stick to your normal meals. I had oats before I trained, whether I was cutting down or whether I'm gaining. The only difference is the amount of oats that I have and the amount that I add to it, so I will have less when I am cutting down. Second tip is this. It is walking, steps, general output. It is going to massively help you when it comes to a fat loss goal. So if you are trying to lose kilos of body fat, walking, steps, keep your output super, super high. And we still do this even in a gaining phase. Steps, about 10,000 a day, and some days it's more. And there's no problem with that. So yeah, keep your steps super high. And cardio, like I said in the thumbnail, you don't necessarily need cardio to lose body fat. Tip 3 is training output. Not just training output, not just output, not burning calories, but actually training. That is what is going to help with body composition, it's going to help with building muscle, it's going to help with losing body fat and essentially having a better physique. You're going to look better, you're going to feel better, everything's going to feel better for doing resistance-based training. So you would have seen a couple of bits of my training session. I had legs, Laura had upper body with some bench, so you would have just seen a couple of little bits because we run through our sessions. Go and check out our other videos where we run through some of our training. And one of the last videos, go and have a look. It is training in the gym with the best view in Spain. So yeah, go and check it out. So that's tip number 3. If you want to lose 10 kilos, or you want to lose 5 to 10 kilos without having to do a ton of cardio, make sure you're resistance training. So 3 tips so far. I'll bring you the 4th in a bit when we are back. So you've got your courgettes, yeah?
I've got my little courgette.
Fantastic. Now what?
I don't know now. That's my shop done.
I don't want to say it's hot. Oh, but it is hot. Anyway, tip number 4. We've just walked back from the gym. Something like 12,000 steps. 12,900 steps to the gym and back, and obviously walking around the gym. So tip number 4. We know calorie deficit. We know you've got to be eating less, intaking less than you're burning, less than your body needs. So I'm not going to bore you with a calorie deficit tip, but I am going to tell you that these, not specifically these, but these, the low calorie drinks are key. That's something that kept me full whilst I was cutting down. So yes, I was in a deficit. No, the calories weren't super low, but when I lost the 10 kilos, 2,375 calories was the lowest I went. But I was having one of these a day. Again, not specifically this one, but like different sugar-free drinks, different zero-calorie drinks, and just account for them. So this one here is 3 calories for 330 ml. So yeah, zero-calorie drinks, fantastic for filling you up. And yeah, I've never tried this Coca-Cola lemon, so that's why I got it. So I thought I would give it a try and I'll give it a review. I'll let you know what I think. Must be a Spanish thing. So yeah, it's tip number 4. Utilize zero-calorie drinks to keep you fuller for longer. I'm gonna have my post-workout meal, and I've got oats again because I love them. Good carbs, good protein. And as we've said, keep protein super high. We are just getting ready to head out. Yes, we're going out for food on a Wednesday, but that actually brings me to my next point of my tips, my 5 tips, how to lose 10 kilos without a ton of cardio. And this last tip being include food that you love, include food that you enjoy. And that's exactly what I did. I included foods that I liked. I liked having oats at breakfast. I like having a good topping on them. I like spreads, like nut butters. And I also enjoy going out for food as well. So what we did in that time, and something that I included, was I made sure I didn't cut food and meals out away from special occasions. So for my birthday, during that prep, during the time that I took 10 kilos off of myself, I went out for Wagamama's, had a breakfast in a hotel, went out for a member of my family's birthday celebrations as well. I made choices around my goal, but I didn't remove loads of foods that I loved. And I had chocolate, I had crisps during that time, and I had some meals out. So if you truly want to lose weight, don't restrict yourself massively unless you have a specific body composition goal. So unless you have unless you want to be shredded for a photo shoot, unless you want to get the leanest you ever have been by a long way, or if you have a competition. So if you have a physique competition or bikini competition or bodybuilding competition, then you will have to restrict. But I wanted to be more muscular. I wanted to be fuller. I just wanted to lose about 10 kilos worth of body fat, and I achieved that by not removing the foods that I loved. So the opposite of what you might hear. So my last tip, my 5th tip, don't remove the foods that you love. Try and incorporate them in some way. And dependent on how lean you want to get, will depend on how much you have to restrict. But if you just want to lose 5 to 10 kilos and you don't want to have any cardio, then don't remove foods that you love. Include them in some way. Just manage your calories and your intake, and you will be absolutely fine. So hopefully you found them useful. I'm going to leave the video here because we are heading off for some food in a sec. And yeah, if you found it useful, leave a comment below. Let me know that you found it useful. Go and follow us on Instagram if you find that useful. We have plenty more over there. Don't forget to subscribe down below and like this video if you enjoyed or found it useful. See you in the next.